Hello, welcome to Claritysoft Dashboards. Today I will show you how to create a multi-series chart. I will be creating a chart that shows both the total product services per owner and the total opportunities per owner. The first thing we need to do is to specify the range of dates that we wish to use for our chart. So, for this particular chart, we're going to come over here and we're going to select this year. Once we have our range of dates selected, we need to select the chart and then select edit at the top of the screen. So we'll just select any one of these charts and then we'll come over here and select edit, and from here the chart wizard will appear. For this chart, our chart type, we're going to use a bar chart, so we'll select bar. We're not going to mess with our appearance settings, so we're just going to leave those as the defaults. Then we're going to come over here to series, and being that this is going to be a 2-series chart, we're going to add a series. For the first series, we want our argument scale type to be qualitative, since we are looking at each sales owner. And for our value scale type, we want this to be numerical, since total product services is numerical in nature. So then we'll come down to our second series, and we're going to select our argument scale type for this one as qualitative, since we are looking at the owners for each opportunity. And now we're going to come down here to value scale type, and we're going to select numerical once again, since we are looking at the amounts of opportunities for each particular owner. And now we're going to go to the data tab, and then we will go to series binding. From here, we're going to set up our first series, and we're going to set this one up as the sales owner first. So we're going to select our argument as the sales owner. So we're going to come down here and we're going to select sales, and then we're going to select owner. And then we're going to come down here to the value properties. We're going to set our binding mode as summary function, and then we're going to come down here and click the ellipsis button, and we're going to select sum, and then we're going to come down to sales, and then we are going to select product services total, and then select OK. And so now we've created our first series for sales, and now we're going to come over here and go to our second series, and now we're going to set up the arguments for our second series, which deals with opportunities per owner. So we're going to come over here to argument, and we're going to scroll up here to opportunities. So we're drawing from the opportunities fields list. So we'll come down here and we're going to select owner, similar to as we did in the first series for sales. And then we're going to come down here to value properties, and for binding mode we're going to select summary function, and then we're going to click the ellipsis button once again, and we're going to select sum, and then we're going to come down here to opportunities, and we're going to select amount, and then we'll select OK. So now what we'd like to do is we'd like to come down here to chart titles and give our chart a title. So for this particular case, we are going to name our chart sales versus opportunities per owner. Okay, so once we have done that, as you can see, our chart is currently showing the total amount of sales versus the total amount of opportunities per each individual owner. So what we'd like to do now is maybe we'd like to show the amounts for each one of these columns. So how we do that is we simply come here to point labels, and then we will go to series 1, which is already selected, and then we will select visible, and then we will go to point options, and we will make sure that our point view is set to values, and then our value format is set to currency, so it will show these amounts in currency. And now we want the second series to be visible as well, so we will select series 2, come back here to general, select visible, and now go to point options once again, and make sure that our point view is set to values, and then our value format is set to currency. As of right now, this one's showing 2 levels of precision. We don't want it to show that, so we'll just move it down to 0 once again, so these are all the same. And now the last thing we will do is we'll come over here to axes, and we'll go ahead and select our y-axis. The reason we're doing this is we want to change this so it's represented the same as these amount of currencies with no levels of precision. So to do this, we'll come down here to labels, and then we will select auto, and then we will do precision, and we will select 0. Okay, so now we have all of the numbers represented in currency to 0 levels of precision. So we have created a 2-series chart that illustrates the difference between the total sales versus the total opportunities per owner within a company. I'd like to thank you for listening and watching today, and I hope you have a great day. Thank you.